Hi guys, my name is Demi. Welcome to my channel. If you're new, welcome back. If you're not new, in today's videos, I'm sure you guys have seen by the title, I'm going to be filming a freshman year advice video. Basically going to be telling y'all everything that I wish I knew before going into freshman year. Everything that they don't tell you, I'm here to tell you. So I had a bunch of notes written down on my iPad. This video is going to be split up into different sections. Before I get into all the advice, I just want to say, don't put too much pressure on yourself to be perfect your freshman year. You're going to make mistakes, you're going to have awkward moments, and you're definitely going to wish that you did things differently. And that's okay. Freshman year is for learning, growing, and figuring things out. You don't have to know exactly who your friends are going to be. You don't have to know what clubs you're going to join. You don't have to know exactly what you're going to be in the next 10 years. Just give yourself grace. Stay open to new experiences. And it's just important to remember that everybody else that's coming in to freshman year is as nervous as you are. I know it's easier said than done, but it's just better when you have a clear mind and you're not stressing about everything. Also, if y'all see me looking down in my iPad, it's because I have my notes on here, so I'm looking at it. So with all that being said, let's get into the advice. The first section is friends. Okay, don't feel too pressured to find your friend group or find your your best friend or your ride or die in the first day or the first week. Come on, for real. I feel like it's normal for your middle school friendships to change, especially in high school. Half the people that you're friends with in middle school most likely are not going to be your friends by the end of freshman year, or you're not going to be as close with them. It's just how it is. It's high school. I'm not saying that you're not going to be friends with your middle school friends at the end of freshman year. I'm just saying that you might not be friends with all of your middle school friends by the end of the freshman year. So just don't try to force friendships on the first day. I would say on your first day, just because it is your first day, if you're sitting next to somebody in class, try to be nice, say hi. I don't like small talk, but start a conversation, ask them about themselves, just talk to people in your class. If you don't have a lot of classes right off the bat with your closest friends, then you're gonna have to make some. I'm sorry, I'm keeping it. You're gonna have to make some new friends. Go over there and say hi. Literally. People don't bite, y'all. People don't bite. Just say hi. Choose friends who make your life less stressful instead of more stressful. I feel like friendship shouldn't feel heavy. It shouldn't feel like you have so much on your back. It should feel lightweight. You should be around somebody and they just make the school experience feel lighter and better, not the opposite. You know what I mean? I don't know. Oh my gosh, is my mic okay? Psst, psst. And if you're friends with somebody that's making your life more stressful, then you need to, you know what I'm saying? You need to, yeah. Do not change your personality just to fit in. You don't have to be a certain way, because at the end of the day, it's not authentic, it's not real, and that friendship is not going to last at all. So be yourself. At the end of the day, you're gonna find your own friend group. You're gonna find your own clique. And I think it is so important to be okay by yourself. It's okay to find peace in your alone time. And as much as I do love to be alone, I do love to hang out with people. So I think it's really important to find a balance with that. I don't think that you need to be with friends every other second, or else you're sad and lonely and depressed. Come on, it might not be that easy at first, but I think that it's important to really find a balance, because me personally, my social battery, it runs out really, really fast. Real quick. You can be alone, but that doesn't mean you're lonely. Quality friends over a big friend group. You could have 1 to 2 good friends, and that will honestly be way better than if you were to join this big, huge friend group. It's just way better to have keep your circle small. That's the best friendship advice I can give to y'all, is to keep your circle small. I'm telling you. If you do have a big friend group, that's fine. It's nothing wrong with that, but it's a good chance that a big friend group will fall out. And also be mindful of who you choose to be friends with, because you become guilty by association. Say some of your friends in the friend group get into with other people and they fight. I guarantee you, you're next. They're coming for you. Like, you're done. Like, sorry. Like, just be careful who you hang out with, because it says a lot about you. If you friends with people who are fighting everybody in the school, everybody's gonna like have beef with you. Everybody's gonna like not like you. You know what I mean? And don't be friends with people who aren't nice to people. And don't, like, you know what I'm saying? Nobody likes a mean girl. Nobody likes nobody likes a mean girl. I'm telling you right now. It's not cool to make fun of people or talk about people. Nothing about that is cool. So just don't do it. Seriously. Like, just don't do it. The next category is grades and school. Freshman grades matter. I promise y'all they do matter. Like, a lot of people say like, oh, you know, it's your freshman year, go do whatever and then you can focus later, y'all. They definitely do matter. More than a lot of people think. I don't think that your grades need to be like perfect. Especially because I feel like your freshman year is like, it's kind of your messiest year, because you're new into the place. Nobody likes freshmen. Like, I'm just gonna go ahead and get that out there. There's a lot of freshmen hate, like, for no reason too. Like, the teachers don't like freshmen, the upperclassmen don't like freshmen, even the sophomores don't like freshmen. Like, nobody likes freshmen. Like, okay guys, don't mind how I look, but I'm rewatching this video and I meant like people have kind of like a negative picture painted about freshmen, like about how they're like loud. Not saying that they won't like you as a freshman, but like, yeah, that's what I meant. And it's not that deep. It's okay. Like, it's chill. Like, you still gonna make friends with upperclassmen and seniors, and especially if you do play like sports or like do clubs. But yeah, nobody likes freshmen, so don't be that annoying freshman. Don't be running around being loud in the morning, because you already on thin ice. Just keep that in mind. Don't wait till you're failing to ask for help. In most schools and in my school, they offer like tutorials after school. Y'all, I recommend staying after for tutorials if you need to retake tests. If you just need help with the topic that you're not understanding and everything, like, it's so helpful to just, you know, ask for help. Honestly, you can never ask too many questions. Don't feel shy to ask questions. If you do need to, I would recommend using some type of phone, planner, tracker to keep track of your assignments. I personally cannot stick to a planner. I tried, I failed. But if you can just find a book, you can write down your assignments. But I would recommend using your phone, notes, something just to write it down. I love my notes app. It'll come in clutch, especially your test dates, to keep a track of when you have tests, because there's going to be a lot of tests, a lot of essays, and you're going to need to be prepared for those. So just writing them down really saves a lot of time and will really help you. Missing assignments add up so quick. Most of my classes, they allowed you to remake your missing assignments, but I do know a lot of teachers also, they will not like let you get your missing assignments back for the full grade. Like, they're gonna deduct points because it's late. That's if they even let you turn it in late. So you really have to be like on track, eyes on the prize, like, honestly. If you have tests, study a little bit at a time throughout the week, instead of like, oh, it's the night before your test and now you're trying to cram everything into your head. You know, I feel like doing quizzes, tests, Kahoots, little stuff like that, you know, Blickets, they can help you a lot better than studying, because they actually ask you questions and you get it wrong and it tells you the right answer and you just keep going. You know what I'm saying? Especially test reviews, you could do them for extra points on your test. I would recommend doing as many test reviews as you can. They definitely do help. Teachers don't care. It depends on the teacher you have, really. But most teachers, they don't care like if you're failing or not. If you're waiting for somebody to pick you up and tell you to get your stuff together, it's not gonna come. So you really have to know what you're doing, and don't think that you're not like a kid anymore. You're still kind of seen as a kid because you're a freshman, but they definitely don't care if you fail. Okay, the next section is drama. I feel like not every situation deserves your energy. Be wise with how you talk, with what you say, where you channel your energy into, because not every situation deserves your energy. Avoid gossip at all costs, because it will always come back around. If it's somebody gossiping about somebody else to you, especially if it's like your friend is gossiping about your other friend to you, I guarantee you they're doing the same thing to your other friend. Avoid gossip. Don't gossip about people. Don't make fun of people. I just feel like gossip is just not necessary. Somebody come up to me and be like, oh, I heard this about you. I heard this about you. You like, yo, I didn't even know that person knew me. Like,
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
But honestly, you don't have to respond to every comment that everybody makes about you. The best thing I can tell you regarding drama is to just protect your peace and focus on your goals, even your non-academic goals. If you have a business, if you have anything, have fun, of course, but don't forget to always protect your peace. Your peace is the most important thing. The next section is motivation and mindset. You're not supposed to have everything figured out at 14 or 15. You don't have to have your whole life planned out. Don't compare yourself to anybody else. I'm telling you right now, comparison is the thief of joy. If you're not going to take anything from this video, please take this. Compare yourself to who you were last semester. Compare yourself to who you were yesterday. The only person you should be in competition with is your past self. And don't allow other people to compare you to nobody else. Also, if you're scared, I'm going to tell you right now, join clubs, join sports, and join activities. Oh my gosh, they will help you make so many friends and just make so many connections and have like experience that you would never even thought of having. It genuinely, in my opinion, makes your freshman year 1,000 times better. Definitely join the club. Don't be scared to make friends. Don't be scared to socialize. The next section is school life. Also give you like, they give you freshman grades like tardies and stuff. They're most likely gonna give you grades, because you're new there. You're figuring your classes out. It can be confusing. So get to class on time. Teachers will notice consistency. Getting to class on time is the best thing you can do for yourself because them tardies do add up. Keep an extra charger, pencil, and deodorant in your backpack. This is so important to have like an emergency kit in your backpack, especially as a girl. It will always help you like in scenarios, and it can help other people around you. So keep a charger, a Chromebook, all your essentials. Just make sure that you have them in your backpack. Do not skip class. Like, first thing is, I guarantee you will get caught eventually, and it will go on your transcript permanently. Don't like skip class just because your friends are, just because you want to look cool. The next section I have is social media. Not everything you see online is real. Like, social media is quite literally a facade. Not everything reflects like real high school life. Be careful what you post because screenshots last forever. Digital footprint lasts forever. Like, it will never go away. The internet is a very strong, scary place. So be careful. Don't base your worth on followers, likes, or who posts with who. Like, validation from like your story likes or social media is very, very much real, and it's important to not get too caught up in that. Just know your worth. Next section is things I wish I knew. Join clubs early because it's kind of harder to get into clubs later. So if you're thinking about it, you're like, I'm gonna do it later, I'm gonna do that later, I'm gonna do that later. Clubs especially, I would recommend joining early. Just because somebody's talking to you, or like somebody's talking to you disrespectfully, or you're like, oh my gosh, they're a sophomore, they're a junior, like I can't say nothing back. Obviously that doesn't mean you have to fight them or you have to like be disrespectful to them, but definitely stand up for yourself because, like I said, protect your peace. Upperclassmen are not scary at all. Like, they're not scary. They're just people. They were once a freshman like 1 year ago, 2 years ago. Like, I promise you they're not scary, and you can make friends with upperclassmen. You're not gonna have a lot of upperclassmen friends though, just because of your classes and stuff. But they're not scary at all. They don't bite. Nobody bites, except for the people that do. But they don't mostly. Also, don't be too worried about where you're gonna eat lunch at, or like who you're gonna sit with, or like eat it alone, eat it wherever. It don't matter. Like, you're gonna find somewhere to eat lunch with. You're gonna find some friends to eat lunch with. It's okay. Your first bad grade is not the end of the world. Just because you get like a C on this assignment doesn't mean the whole world's gonna come crumbling down. And it's okay to be disappointed, in the grade that you got, because you can do better. But definitely I wouldn't cry about it or like, get really, really frustrated about it. Everyone is gonna embarrass themselves at some point. Honestly, y'all, being embarrassed is really just a mindset. You feel me? So I can't really say too much on this because you live one life. Just live it. If you want to sit there and mope around and be like, dang, that was so embarrassing. Like, I've seen embarrassing. I've seen embarrassing. Like, trust me, you'll be fine. Just because everybody's talking about you this today or everybody's talking about you 1 week, they're going to forget about the next week. At the end of the day, y'all, high school is what you make of it. So everything depends on you. Your high school year, at the end of the day, depends on you and how you decide to go about it. don't be scared to do what you want to do. Coming from me, I started really, I started a hair business, and just I also started like getting more serious into social media. I've always wanted to do social media, but I feel like freshman year was really the year that I really started to. It was really the summer before freshman year that I really started to focus on like my TikTok and my YouTube, and made actual YouTube account. So don't worry. And if you're somebody that knows that you want to start posting, or you want to start content but you're nervous about what other people will say, please, please, please just post. Especially on TikTok, it is the easiest place, in my opinion. It's the easiest platform to post on because everybody posts on TikTok. Overall, y'all, do not spend your whole freshman year waiting for high school to become fun. Put yourself out there, make memories, and enjoy being a freshman because it goes by way faster than you expect. Don't put too much pressure on yourself to not make mistakes or to be perfect, because at the end of the day, we're all human. At the end of the day, it's nice. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this video helped you guys. Let me know what day y'all get back to school. I get back to school on the 8th, I'm pretty sure, August 8th. So let me know what day y'all get back to school. Kisses, love you, God loves you. Bye.